2020 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. Oh, you're loud. And you have my attention. Okay. Now what grand thing are you going to do with it?
They know that means something else now, right?
Scat Pack, you still have my attention. Yeah, it costs $150 an hour and you're getting it for free. Oh, you're using it to tell me to go f*** myself and burn out. Well done. I hope this investment bears fruit. Charger Scat Pack. The official car of filling your Facebook with topical news jokes and none of them are funny. Scat Pack. Brought to you by doing donuts in front of a police station because you live for the moment. 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque from a 392 cubic inch or 6.4 liter SRT Hemi V8. 485, that's what a tuned 5.3 LS makes with a turbo. A don't BS me tune, yes, but this Doge does the same number at atmosphere. The result is rolling burnouts from 40 miles an hour, and you get sideways action whenever you want it, and a feeling of chaos unavailable from any other manufacturer. May I step on it going up this hill?
Go for it.
Okay, so this is all naturally aspirated, and here we go. It drops. Whoop, it slipped. All right, be nice. It's squirrely. Okay. Again, keeping with Dodge's, this is a little bit more weird than I Hey, guess what, Brian? You're blurring the speedometer again. Oh, maybe this wasn't the greatest idea. Because we did get snow.
Yeah, a little bit last night.
Yeah, and they probably did not plow this. Brian. A guy just brought you his Scat Pack, and what do you do with it? You take it up a snowy road. I'm sorry, Ian.
It's fine.
I did this. I'm sorry. I did all of this. I criticize modern muscle cars for being nerfed and having computer principles that put the engine in timeout whenever fun starts. But not Dodge. Their way of staying legal is to nerf the traction control. Oh yeah. This four-door rear-wheel drive sedan meets all safety requirements. Yeah, it has traction control. Yes, it works. Yes, it advises the engine to cut power if conditions are less than ideal. Yes, it advises. Scat Pack Charger. Buy it and be a dick. Take a Blue Chew and go to Wegmans. Get a third shift job and come home at 6 a.m. in track mode. Spend your weekends farming a clickbait Instagram account and sell it to a mustache transplant surgeon from Bangalore. The color. It's called Hell Raisin. Your life is just one long confrontation, isn't it? Your idea of heaven is infinite swinging saloon doors for you to push open and be looked upon with turned heads and collywobbles. Do I have Crohn's disease or do I just like solace? Like the SS Camaro we did earlier, a Scat Pack Charger needs about double the tire that it has. 485 horsepower. That's almost the same amount as a C8 Corvette. And the C8 has aero and fat rear tires and engineering and a purpose. A Scat Pack's purpose is to video yourself mortgaging your future for the present. I concede that a Scat Pack is a more comfortable car than the Chevy SS, and it makes more power, and it's newer, but there's no manual. Scat Pack, the official car of wearing a Back the Blue t-shirt at the same time you're carrying an AR with a 3D printed receiver. When I was in the first grade, I tried to talk using only my cheeks and saliva. I could say the word school really well, but that got me made fun of in the bus line. This is one of the younger cars we've done in terms of mileage. This only has 2,263 miles logged of as of filming, and Ian recently gave it its first oil change. So it hasn't suffered the same wear and tear of a car that's seen one Pennsylvania winter too many. It's a car marked by possibilities. Enjoy the 8-speed automatic 8 HP 70 transmission. Get what you can from the fuel economy rated at 15 city, 24 highway, and a combined 18. But Ian said he gets around 8. Indulge in the SRT configurable drive modes. appreciate the anti-spin differential rear axle, more like spin all the time, and high-performance suspension, and dwell upon the launch control, active exhaust, and electronic stability control. So what does it mean to be a Scat Pack? It's just a cutesy way of saying it can do a standing quarter mile in 14 seconds. The name is inspired by the Rat Pack, to inspire that sense of camaraderie, and community, and coolness, and alliteration is so lazy! Stop doing it! Now, you can identify a Scat Pack by the B logo, which was derivative of the drag racing Super B from the Dodge muscle car of the same name. And somehow it's survived till today, with the Scat name intact. Sure, advertisers back in the 60s and 70s couldn't have known how the common vernacular would change over the years any better than comic book writers could anticipate how future generations would take Batman foiling another boner by the Joker. Ads and copy featured such lines as, "That's no kiddie car. Take it to the strip where the men are. Scat City is anywhere where competition is hot, keen, and sanctioned.
Be a swinger and join the Scat Pack Club.
Take a shit! Scat Pack Charger, the official car of Bad Dad. He gets to have his leather jacket time, but only when allowed. He walks out to his car playing George Thorogood on his iPhone, and then restarts the song as he leaves. He uses lines like, "When mommy's away, the boys will play!" And the boys are his pony kegs of Miller Lite. He takes a corner and says stuff like, "Time to let this baby off his leash," and then he drives his beer distributor and back. I could understand people asking for a car like this back in its heyday, because it was the developing era of the muscle car. A Scat Pack Charger today is like a musician whose work people respect, but no one actually likes all that much outside of a very dedicated number of people who follow them on tour. It's a retractable leash. The recreational torture of perceived freedom. You could activate the launch control, you could nail this thing, but like finally taking out the ruler to measure yourself, you don't really want to know. The possibilities are more exciting. It's like going half measures on junk food. You could have a pint of Ben & Jerry's, but you tell yourself it's better just to treat your sweet tooth by stealing your son's Uncrustables. And yeah, they're probably satisfying in the moment, but they're really just corn syrup ravioli. You're trading one vice for another. The growling base model Charger for the ripping symphony of the Scat Pack. 2020 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. For the man whose fetish is women who sound like Alexa. Muscle cars create the certainty of your own power and the confidence that imparts. You get to have a Sunday drive in a muscle car that can do a 14-second standing quarter mile. Not that you need to test it out right now, but the little B is proof enough. No, you don't need to floor it, because you can't outrun the possibility of a Monday, but in a Scat Pack you can keep ahead of it for a little while. The white noise of suburban living drains away, replaced by Tom Sawyer by Rush, and Working Man by Rush, and Limelight by no more motivational podcasts serving a bouquet of wilted platitudes placed in a vase as fragile as a grad student getting constructive criticism. No. Charger Man paints his reality on the asphalt canvas. He gets home late because he loses himself in the drive. He travels farther than intended until he pulled over to take a travel log in a Sheetz bathroom. And he discovered that he was suddenly in Mannheim when he lives in Boyertown. But he needed this because it's like his buddy Gary said, being married is feeling like a case is being built against you at all times. Evidence is being filed away for use at a later date because they don't have enough to prosecute just yet. Whether husband or wife, an angry spouse is the best lawyer in the world. But a person can only run from their reality in a Charger for so long. And so he comes home, finally surrendering that badly needed solitude and feeling like he was wrong for having taken it, as his family looks at him with sullen, sunken anime eyes. "Where have you been, father? I called for you, but you were not there." The hell is this? I didn't sign a permission slip to go on a guilt trip. 2020 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. For the man whose fetish is women who treat him like Alexa. Hey, at least he's not having an affair, right? Never mind that this marriage has the chemistry of water and bubble yum. At least he isn't out here trying to remember lies about where he's been or who he's been with. Because the truth is always easier. The truth remembers itself.
Yeah, you see that Dodge Charger out there? Yeah, I'm getting into muscle cars now ever since the wife took the Ford Explorer. Yeah, no, it's pretty great, but that's not why I wanted to see you today. You see, Doc, I wanted to see what exactly is the problem with me dressing like Gul Dukat every time I see my family. I mean, I would think more than anybody else that my family would appreciate the nuances of the occupation of Bejor. I'm just trying to remind them of that. Like, do you have any idea how long it takes to get that makeup on? What do you mean you can't be my therapist anymore?